Hey everyone, hopefully you're having a good day. My name's Andy. My channel is Finding Value. Today we're going to go over our daily technical analysis update of gold and silver. We'll go through the dollar, the 10-year yield, the precious metals, and then the companies themselves and ETFs. Again, this is just my financial opinion. Please don't use it as advice. But we'll get in there. I'll give you my opinion. You guys can use it for whatever you'd like. And here we go. Let's let the charts do the talking. So here's the DXY. Looks like we're moving on sideways. Small little update today in the dollar. Nothing's really changed there. The 10-year yield's dropping a little bit. We're probably going to have a little pullback. We've had a very nice rally from about 2% up to about 2.4% almost. And then we're just getting a little bit of a pullback here. Probably it aligns very well with some of the other resistance areas that we've got before. Looking at gold itself, a nice solid update today, up $26 an ounce is what I'm seeing here. This is what it looks like on the daily candlesticks. We had support right underneath it. It looks like we're heading on higher today. It looks good. Silver, another one that's been heading higher. Looks very solid, bouncing off some support down here. Platinum, not as good as the others, down $3.50 for platinum. This is our inflation play. Usually that does well when, usually they're pretty interconnected. I do like platinum down here. It's still the cheapest metal against all the other metals in terms of ratios. It usually performs well under inflationary type conditions like we have. XAU to gold ratio, the miners versus gold itself, they're doing very well. Very well. This looks like we're ready to break to the upside of this little resistance line going across. I think we're at the beginning of a big move. That's what I think. This is what it looks like. We can break through here, close above it. We might do a little retest, or so, and then I think we'll be off to the races at some point here shortly. This isn't Kirkland Lake. This is Karora Resources. Another one that's got a little pause here. It looks like we're trying to break through this resistance line that I drew. You can even drag this thing lower. It's about right there, because I kind of just threw it in there real quick. It's about right there. Looks like we're breaking out of that resistance area right now. So you might see another leg higher up in Karora Resources. EXK looks like it's firming up, another 1.85%. I like where this is at right now. I would be a buyer here for EXK. I would also be a buyer of FSM down here after it broke out of its declining wedge pattern. These are also in like these monster patterns that we're eventually, hopefully, going to break to the upside eventually. SILJ, another one that's moved up today, 1.67%. This one also looks kind of good. In my opinion, we've got like a little bit of resistance coming through here and then a little bit of support. And then we're probably going to break to the upside. So that one's looking good. GDX is already breaking to the upside. You get a little bit of resistance there. It's coming. It's coming and it's rolling higher. This also sitting on top of a pattern that just freshly broke out. So we could see it run again. It looks really good. MMNGF, a silver exploration company, basically just moving sideways. Here's the dailies. It's right up against resistance. Koya Resources, this one is sitting on top of its support area. Another spot that I like to purchase is on top of these support areas. It looks like you've got a little smile. You could put a little smiley face here. We've got the two eyes and then the nose. But guys, I like it here. Koya Resources looks good. Discovery Silver up 2.46%. We're trying to break this downtrend line eventually, so we'll see if we can break it. First Majestic Silver, just a slight sideways day today, slightly up. Again, it doesn't look bad. It looks good. Newmont's already broken out of this monster gigantor pattern. This is all the way back in 77. It peaked in 87 and then had a big consolidation period. We are breaking this to the upside, guys. This is Sia wouldn't want to be a style. Cheetah's in the making here for a run for Newmont. And remember, an old cheetah like Newmont isn't going to, an old, larger cheetah is not going to run as fast as some of these young bucks. So it's not going to go as much, but it's running for a cheetah, an old cheetah. Mag Silver still consolidating under its trend line in this pattern. Again, if you like Mag Silver, now's a good time to be looking at it. AUY, this is a young buck cheetah. Younger, we'll call it. I don't know what a middle-aged cheetah would be. That's more of Yamana Gold, but it's rolling higher, guys, up 4% after this declining wedge. It's breaking and it's moving. Impact Silver, just moving sideways. That's what we've got here. Aftermath Silver is another one that's just been stuck in this little sideways channel for a little while. PLG moving sideways. Siboney, Stillwater. I don't know. Tough for me to read because usually get these little days here, almost like it wants to kind of roll back over. But it's looking okay. I mean, we could easily move on up if platinum re-engages. The royalty companies, this is where I have the bulk of my money. This is where I have the majority of it. I actually own quite a bit in Sandstorm Gold. I bought more down in this section in there. I bought it a whole bunch all through here. Where's 2020? I think I bought some like in here. I don't know if I bought some here. I don't remember. I don't go in this portfolio as much as some of the other ones. And then when I see it down, I just go in there and I buy it. But this one looks good. It looks like it wants to move on higher. A very nice pattern. You got a nice good resistance support line here that we were basically on it, and then we are rolling higher. I like Sandstorm Gold. Franco-Nevada moving higher. It looks like we're right underneath that resistance line, ready to break to the upside. That's another one that has a gigantic pattern that we just saw there. This could break and run, guys, at any second. EMX, this one's being held down right under its resistance line. It's probably going to break. Look at the lows. You want to look at these lows, and it looks like the lows are stepping up into it. So it's looking quite good. Teuton Resources, this is another one that I've been buying in this, I'll say like in this section in here. I did buy some in here too, and in here. I buy small amounts, but I've been buying this thing all over the place. And it looks like we're breaking out of the upper channel here today. So that looks good. Wheaton Precious Metals, another one that's consolidating right underneath some resistance. And there it is. And I think we'll eventually break. Gold Royalty getting some life injected into it. Looks like it wants to move on higher. So that looks good. It's just delayed behind the others. I still own it for my Ely Gold shares that they bought out. Metallo Royalty is another one that I like down in this general vicinity. It's broken the big falling wedge. We've got a nice good drive up here, the consolidation. If I were to throw a fib extension line from this bottom to top just to see what it throws, if we were to look at a 1.618, that throws a $23 move on it, price projection, looking at it from that perspective, if you guys wanted to know. MMX Mavericks Metals looking good right where it's at. I like it down here. I do. Royal Gold's just been on this relentless move higher. I think I bought some more shares. I tried circling there, but it wasn't, in this area there. And then we've just been moving on higher. I haven't done anything with my shares, guys. I'm just holding on. Holding on. And Cisco Gold Royalty, again, I like it right where it's at. If you want a royalty company, I like it right there. And then Altius Minerals Corporation, another one that I said, hey, look, we're breaking out. I would be a buyer. We've been moving on up. We've got a little bit of, resistance up there, but eventually it'll break it. This is a larger kind of pattern break, and you can see the break and run, the run higher there after that break. And there's your volume. So this is the double booty. It just didn't go all the way up. It's a small cheeked bottom, to put it that way. But overall, guys, I think this sector looks absolutely amazing. And hopefully, I'm going to keep saying that if we're above the breakouts and we're just kind of drifting sideways, we're just waiting for gold to go higher. And when gold goes higher, you're going to see these things go up just like they are. So, I mean, it's doing exactly what we think it's going to do. And it's performing, I think, quite well. So what I'm going to do is I'm not going to do anything. I'm just going to let my shares go. I would buy more in some of the stuff that's down. I've overweighted the royalty companies. Doesn't mean that I'm necessarily going to beat everyone in terms of overall outright performance, but we capture the move. It's a leverage to the move, and that's exactly what I want out of that. I don't need a ton of risk. I don't need um, something to go wrong with a single mine or anything like that. Just give me the royalties, give me a little bit of leverage. I'll be happy. If I can leverage the move of gold and silver and all these, um, all these other precious metals. So if you guys like the content, give me a thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. And thank you for listening. This is Finding Value.